What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my preview of Manchester City's away game against Newcastle United in the Premier League at St James's Park. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, this video is sponsored like all my previews for the season, and it is brought to you by BetMate. They're running a special Newcastle v Manchester City pot for this game worth £400, paying up to the top 25 places, 120 quid for the winner. It is £5 to join. It's made up of just Newcastle against Manchester City only, and you can select up to 6 players from each team. Now, BetMate is a free app to download. The link is in the description. It's available to anybody who is aged 18 years old or over. It is available in the UK only. If you use code JSGC10 on sign up, you'll get £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. There's lots of other available pots as well, not just game pots, but you've got both teams to score, full-time results with lots of big prizes as well. It is a fantastic app. Do go and check them out. I will speak more about BetMate later in the video. Links and details, they are in the description. Finally, do remember, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So on to the match information for this game. It's a game taking place at St James's Park in the Premier League on Saturday the 13th of January 2024. It's Manchester City's first away game of 2024, and it's also our first Premier League game of 2024 as well. The kickoff is at 5:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live here in the UK on Sky Sports. Anyone heading to the game, do enjoy yourselves and have a great time. Newcastle is a cracking city, in my complete honest opinion. So, moving on to our opponents, Newcastle United, formed in 1892, led by manager Eddie Howe, currently find themselves 9th in the Premier League. Their form in the Premier League, non-existent, not great. Last 3 games, lost them all. Away against Luton, 1-0. Nottingham Forest at home, lost 3-1. And Liverpool away at Anfield in their last Premier League game, lost by 4-2. They did win their last game, though. In the FA Cup third round, they took on Sunderland away in the Tyne-Wear derby and won 3-0. Their reward for that victory is an away match against Fulham, which is coincidentally their next game, as well as we do have a little winter break and 2 weeks off. So there's 5 Premier League games this weekend, the other 5 taking place next weekend. Then it's FA Cup action the weekend after, and then you've got a full Premier League calendar midweek at the end of January. So in terms of danger men for Newcastle, they're front 3 for me. Almiron, Gordon and Isak, they're the dangers that need to be stopped by Manchester City. Looking further into midfield, with Joelinton being confirmed out injured for 6 weeks, I am expecting to see Lewis Miley starting in his place. So it'll be a midfield 3 made up of Miley, Sean Longstaff and Bruno G. At the back, you're going to have Trippier, Botman, Schar and Burns as their back 4 is what I'm expecting. I don't think Livramento will start in this game, and it will be Dubravka starting in goal as Nick Pope is out injured until April. So looking at their players that are out for this game, it's quite a list. Obviously, Nick Pope, Joelinton, Tonali's out suspended with them betting allegations that he was found guilty of. Matt Targett, Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, Callum Wilson, Joe Willock, Elliot Anderson, Manquillo as well, all out for Newcastle. So their squad very much stretched thin, and I think that Newcastle team just selects itself with Dubravka, Trippier, Schar, Botman, Burns, Longstaff, Miley, Guimaraes, Almiron, Gordon and Isak in a 4-3-3 formation. For Manchester City, formed in 1880 as St Mark's or 1894 as Manchester City. Some interesting facts about City: they're the current treble winners, current Premier League champions, got 9 top division titles, current FA Cup champions, 7-time FA Cup winners, 8-time League Cup winners, 1-time European Super Cup winners, 1-time European Cup winners, 1-time Champions League winners, and the 1-time and current champions of the world, led by Pep Guardiola as our manager. Currently find ourselves 3rd in the Premier League with a game in hand on everybody else around us, including Liverpool in 1st, Aston Villa in 2nd, Arsenal in 4th and Tottenham Hotspur in 5th. Manchester City taking on Newcastle first and foremost out of the top 5. In the other games, Liverpool, they're taking on AFC Bournemouth next Sunday. So Manchester City have the chance here to go 2 points behind and have Liverpool think about that for a week, whilst we also will have a game in hand on them after their game with Bournemouth as well. Aston Villa, they've got their game taking place on Sunday. Arsenal, they're taking place against Crystal Palace at home. That match takes place next Saturday. Tottenham Hotspur taking on Manchester United on Sunday as well. In terms of form for Manchester City, won 7 of our last 8 in all competitions. The only points we dropped against Crystal Palace after being 2-0 up with 15 minutes to go. Blew that one. Other than that, it's been a good spell for Manchester City in the last month or so. Winning our last Premier League game against Sheffield United by 2-0. We beat Huddersfield Town in our last game in the FA Cup third round at home 5-0 as well. Our reward for that, we're going to be taking on Tottenham Hotspur in our next game 2 weeks on Friday, or 2 weeks today. Dangers for Manchester City literally everywhere. Looking at the injury news, John Stones, he's out. I don't know if there's still question marks over Scott Carson, Kalvin Phillips and Bernardo Silva and this illness bug that was going around with Manchester City and whether they're over that or not. Not had any confirmation on that as far as I'm aware as of yet. Erling Haaland, nearly there for Manchester City, not quite. May make the squad, certainly won't be starting this game. Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, both good to go. Could be seeing KDB start this game. If it was up to me, it's first competitive game back for him, for Kevin De Bruyne to start this game. If we do start him, give him 45 minutes. If we're not starting him, bring him off the bench, give him 20 or 30 minutes in the second half, see how he responds, let him have 2 weeks off, start him against Spurs in the Cup and go from there. That's what I would do. If we do start him, I want him to see him do only 45 minutes, just so we're not risking him and giving him too much too soon. Take it patient with Kevin De Bruyne is what I'm suggesting. Exercise that a little bit of caution. Manuel Akanji, he's training again after injuring his left knee against Huddersfield. So will he be risked here? That's the question. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. I'm going with Ederson to start in goal. The back three made up of Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol. I'm not going to speak about Kyle Walker's personal business that's been in the headlines this week, as it is just that. Personal. Now it's all about professionalism. It's all about football. Kyle Walker, confirmed as Man City's captain for the season. He should be starting this game. I'd go with Nathan Ake to partner Rodri if Manuel Akanji is still feeling a little bit of discomfort and we don't want to risk him. But Ake into that role alongside Rodri. And then Kovacic and Foden as my 2 central midfielders. I want to see Phil Foden playing more and more centrally because he just seems to be flourishing. I want him to continue his good form. I think he'll cause a lot of problems for Newcastle's midfield and their defence as well. I start Phil Foden in midfield, not out wide. Going with Kovacic, could be Nunes, could be Kevin De Bruyne. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I went with a safe option and went with Kovacic. I wouldn't have a problem with Nunes starting this game. I've got no problem with De Bruyne as long as he's not being put through his paces and doing too much too soon. I've gone with a front three made up of Bernardo Silva on the right, Jack Grealish on the left and Julian Alvarez starting as my striker. So my score prediction for this game, I'm going for a 2-1 victory for City. I'm going for goal today for Phil Foden and Alvarez, both continuing their good form. And I'm going for Isak to score in the second half to get a goal back. In terms of my betting tips, I do think this will be both teams to score, so I am going for both teams to score. Alvarez and Foden both to score or assist anytime. I fancy Anthony Gordon's going to score or assist anytime for Newcastle as well. So, moving on to today's video sponsor, BetMate. £400 pop, £5 entry fee. Links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up and get yourself £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. You can select up to 6 players for this pot, and the pot code is FF-NEW-MCI. Remember, Newcastle v Manchester City special pot with only this game in that pot. So my team, I'm going with Dubravka in goal, so I put Ederson on the bench. I've gone with my defence of Nathan Ake and Kyle Walker with Sven Botman on the bench. Midfield of Rodri and vice-captain Phil Foden with Guimaraes on the bench with Alvarez as my captain along with Alexander Isak, and I put Anthony Gordon on the bench as well as my BetMate team. As I said, do go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description. I will have my live watch-along link out later on this evening for you to go and set your reminders for. I will be live at 5 PM GMT for for this game, so I will see you on Saturday in the late afternoon. Next up for both sides, FA Cup action. As I said, for Manchester City, it will be an away match against Spurs 2 weeks today. For Newcastle, it will be a match against Fulham. We are heading into a little winter break, so Manchester City, after this game, will give the players a few days off, and then they fly out to Abu Dhabi for a week or so before returning back to the UK ahead of that match with Tottenham Hotspur. Last note, remember, Newcastle have already beaten us at St James's Park this season in the League Cup third round in September. Can't be taken lightly. A patient, close game is what I am anticipating. Huge permutations on this game. Newcastle will want European football next season. They need some points that could do with a win. The squad stretched thin. Manchester City, we want to try and win the Premier League title for a record-breaking 4th time in a row. It's never been done before. If we want to win the Premier League title, there's no real margin for error. We must win as well. And that match in the League Cup back in September finished 1-0. Isak with the goal that day for Newcastle. So I'm not taking this lightly. Hopefully Manchester City can turn up, put in a good performance and get that dub. So there we go. That has been today's video. Do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and check out my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video and that live watch along tomorrow. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. I also want to wish my team in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins, the very best of luck this weekend, playoff weekend. Kansas City Chiefs, current holders of the Super Bowl, away from home. Severe minus temperatures out in the middle of the United States of America. So best of luck to the Dolphins this weekend. Hopefully they can get the dub, and hopefully Manchester City can away against Newcastle as well. Big Saturday night. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.